this Hub Notes video, I'm in Llandovery with my newly purchased Ford car, and I thought I'd explain why in March 2011 I almost got arrested by a special branch. I'm going to go away from that fountain, it's making me need the toilet. So Llandovery has proudly had a charter since the year 1485, which is quite extraordinary. I'm just going to come under here for a bit of light, but this is appropriate because this is the scene of my downfall, if you like. So let me set a bit of background. I had joined a community transport scheme, and this was my first job, was to drive a lovely chap called Bob, who ran a forestry scheme near Aberystwyth, and he had a load of young lads who sort of did all the forestry with him, and they were going to meet Prince Charles, and as he was then, he's now our king. So my job was to bring them down here, so I did that. I went and parked my minibus, and then I thought, well, I'm not particularly a royalist, but I'm not anti-royalist. I generally don't care much. But I thought, don't often get a chance to see, so I thought I'll go down and have a look. So I came walking along here, immediately got clocked by the police, because it was back when I had my long hair, hippie days. I was wearing an urban grey camouflage coat, and I had a backpack. So, and I had the long beard and everything. I looked like you would definitely go, this is a shady guy. And so they pulled me in for a bag search and checked me out, and I was just like, yeah, whatever. I know I haven't got anything on me, so it's all good. Came along, saw all the kids singing for Prince Charles and meeting them and everything. Thought that's splendid. Went to a tea room, and then went back to my minibus, where I found the same police looking in through the windows and looking a bit suspicious. So I'm like, oh, hello again. And they were like, is this your minibus? I was just like, well, yeah, I don't own it, but I'm in charge of it today. And they go, what's that? And pointed in the minibus, and I was just like, well, it's a bag of flour. And they're like, who does it belong to? And I was like, well, it's the lads. I've brought some lads down and they're here to see Prince Charles. And now they're really getting concerned, because flour is quite explosive, so they're really going, okay. And they're like, and why do boys have bags of flour? And I had to explain, well, they make their own bread. They're fairly hippie-ish themselves. And these police officers just looked at me like I was mad. It's like, how old are they? And I'm thinking, well, late teens, early 20s. And you can see these towny cops are just going, people that age don't make bread, but they do in the hills of Wales. There's a lot of hippies and people living the lifestyle. So yeah, they were not impressed, and I were just like, hold on, we're just going to speak to special branch. I'm just, at this point, I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's my first bus trip, and it's about to go horribly, horribly wrong. Yeah, I waited, and they checked with special branch and just kept me there. And eventually I got the all clear, but they had to do the paperwork. And somewhere, don't ask me where, I've got the stop and search paperwork, concerns regarding bag of flour. And it's one of those prized possessions. But so there you are, that is the explanation. That is how I almost got arrested in Llandovery, seeing Prince Charles, as he was then. He's now our king. I don't know if he remembers, probably not, but, well, no, he wouldn't know who I was, would he really? But it was an exciting time, but I need to push on. I'm taking my new car home. We've just driven straight up from Hampshire. I'm feeling really quite knackered, so it's been nice to get out and stretch the legs, but it's time I was getting on. But there you go, there's the explanation. So I know I left it a bit of a cliffhanger in the standard Atlas test, because I came and drove it along here in beautiful Llandovery. Well worth checking out if you're in the area. It's got some very pretty angles. See you in another Hub Notes. God, I still need a toilet.